Hello, welcome to Paw Channel. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe, like, and share your channel. Help us gain subscriber. Animal Kingdom. Kingdom Animalia consists of organisms that range from the simplest of the animal forms to the most complex. At one end of this classification of animals, you have the microscopic organisms. And at the other end, you see animals that you probably come across in your daily life. You and your friends, for example, are members of the animal kingdom. Your pet dog, bird, cat, or even those pesky insects that you find in the gardens are all part of this gigantic kingdom. Scientifically speaking, all organisms that belong to this kingdom are eukaryotic organisms. They are all multicellular, with many cells present. The cells do not have cell walls in them. Another important feature is that they have a heterotrophic mode of nutrition, which means that they cannot make their own food. The different phyla. Classification of animals is termed as Kingdom Animalia. It is further divided into different phyla. These are nothing but divisions in which animals/organisms with the same characteristics are included under them. Apart from the primary distinguishing features of the animal kingdom, eukaryotic, multicellular, without a cell wall, and heterotrophic, each phylum has organisms that have common characteristics. In the classification of animals chart, they move from the simplest to the most complex. Phylum Porifera. Have you seen SpongeBob SquarePants? How weird would it sound if it was called Porifera Bob SquarePants? The creator of this series was a marine biologist who was fascinated with the ocean and used many marine animals, including the sponges, in his animated cartoon series. Read along to find more interesting bits of scientific information about Porifera. This group of animals is probably considered as the oldest animal group. They are also called as sponges. These are by far the simplest multicellular animals. Even though they are multicellular, they do not have any tissues or organs. Sponges live in an aquatic habitat as they have to have an intimate contact with water. Water plays a major role in the feeding, exchange of gases, and as well as excretion. The body of the sponges has many holes or pores called ostia. The body structure of sponges is designed in such a way that water moves through the body, where it can filter out food and also absorb the dissolved oxygen, along with eliminating waste material. Phylum Coelenterata. As you read this, you probably must be wondering if this is another group of animals that you know nothing much about. But, if you have seen the movie, Finding Nemo, you most certainly have seen a sea anemone on screen. A sea anemone is a member of Phylum Coelenterata. It has a symbiotic relationship with the clownfish. Some of the other animals that belong to this phylum include coral animals, true jellies, sea pens, comb jellies, hydra, etc. Let us learn about these fascinating creatures. Phylum Platyhelminths. Did you know, potentially life-endangering parasites can live in the human body for up to several decades? Moreover, these parasites, known as blood flukes, have the ability to regenerate themselves, and so can survive in hostile environments. Furthermore, these worms belong to Phylum Platyhelminths. Let us explore this phylum. Phylum Annelida. If you have an avid interest in gardening, you must have surely come across earthworms. Did you know one can find 1 million earthworms in just 1 acre of land? These earthworms belong to the phylum Annelida. They create healthy soil, and plants grow extremely well in these types of soils. Phylum Arthropoda. On a pleasant evening, you decide to go to a park. However, you end up having painful itchy eruptions on the skin. Clearly, you were bitten by an insect. After all, insects are everywhere. They belong to a group of animals called the phylum Arthropoda, which form the largest percentage of the world's organisms. They make up about 80% of the known species of animals. It is quite hard to escape them. Phylum Mollusca. Molluscans are very diverse animals and form an important part of the ecosystem in the world. Some animals that you are familiar with, like snails, octopuses, squids, oysters, clams, etc., all belong to phylum Mollusca. Did you know that mollusks with shells can produce pearls? Some of these are also eaten by humans in different regions of the world. Let us educate ourselves about this phylum of the animal kingdom. Phylum Echinodermata. Echinoderms are animals that you must be knowing. If you know starfish, then you are well aware of what an echinoderm is. Echinoderms are animals that are invertebrates. The name actually means spiny skin. All the animals in this phylum exhibit spiny skin and hence are grouped together. Let us find out more about them. Phylum Protogedata. The protochordate animals are bilaterally symmetrical and triploblastic. They have a coelom. A new body feature that is seen in these animals is the presence of notochord at some stage in the life cycle. Due to this very presence of a notochord, they are called as chordates. However, it is sometimes rudimentary. They are exclusively marine animals. Examples include Hedmania, Balanoglossus. Phylum Vertebrata. These are the advanced group of animals, showing some really advanced features of a proper digestive system, circulatory system, etc. There is a complex differentiation of body tissues and organs. These animals have a true vertebral column with an internal skeleton. All chordates have the following features. Class Pisces. These are exclusively aquatic animals, commonly called as fish. Their skin is covered by scaly plates. The body is streamlined. A muscular tail helps in the movement. Respiration occurs through gills. The heart is present with 2 chambers. Examples are tuna, rohu, anglerfish, and electric ray. Class Amphibia. Amphibians can live both on land and in water. They have mucus glands in the skin. The heart is 3-chambered, with respiration occurring through gills or lungs. They are egg-laying animals, with a distinctive head and trunk. Examples are frogs, toads, and salamander. Class Reptilia. Reptilians are cold-blooded animals, which have scales on their body. They breathe through lungs. In most of these animals, the heart is 3-chambered, with the exception of crocodiles, which have a 4-chambered heart. Examples are snakes, turtles, crocodiles, etc. Class Aves. They are warm-blooded animals with the body being covered by feathers. The forelimbs are modified into wings. They have a 4-chambered heart. They breathe through lungs. And they lay eggs. All birds are classified under this class. Examples are parrot, crow, and ostrich. Class Mammalia. Mammals are warm-blooded with a 4-chambered heart. They have mammary glands. Their skin has sweat and oil glands. They give birth to young ones. Respiration occurs through lungs. Examples are human beings, gorilla, and cow. I hope you learned something while watching the video about the animal kingdom. See you in our next video. Bye.